TAF Africa Global presents the first eco-smart city in the Gambia, the TAF City. Located between Gunjur and Sifo, it is 30 minutes away from the Banjul International Airport. At TAF City, you will be able to live, work, play, and shop in a healthy multi-purpose community. This vibrant urban environment will meet your everyday needs with commercial, business, recreational, and other complementary services to increase the value of your home. With up to 5,000 units of affordable homes on a 500-hectare land, TAF City will be twice the size of Banjul. Prime location, stunning properties, and amazing discount of 20% for the first 50 buyers. Make an appointment today to secure your property. For more information, please call +220-776233 or +220-376-2333, or you can send an email to info@tafafricaglobal.com. Better still, visit our office at Madiba Mall, Brewfoot Gardens Estate. TAF City, a green and smart city accessible to all.
This is the TAF Hub. My name is Mariama Kuli, and we are back at our favorite spot in the Gambia, the TAF City here in Gunjur. And yes, we are here to give you an update of what's been going on since the foundation stone was laid. Well, how are you, Mr. Njie? Congrats on a very successful event and a great job that has been done here.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Mariama. And again, viewers, welcome again to another TAF Hub from the TAF City.
It's been 2 weeks since the foundation stone was laid here, and His Excellency, the President of the Republic of the Gambia, His Excellency Adama Barrow was here, and so many other important guests. Mr. Njie, can you tell us since then what has really been going on?
Well, thank you, Mariama. First, I would like to again appreciate His Excellency the President, Adama Barrow, the Minister of Lands, Regional Affairs, who is our line minister, and the whole cabinet and government of the Gambia for the support we have had in this successful launching. Again, appreciating all our international partners who came, namely the Shelter Afrique Managing Director, TAF, and members of Afri-Exim Bank from Cairo, the ECOWAS Bank for Investment and Development, UN Habitat, and many other partners. I am not also forgetting the Gambians who are here, who came in big numbers, our clients, and all the compliments that we have had online and also by audio calls. We appreciate you. And we appreciate you for the comments that you have made, the positive comments, and the concerns that you have raised that we could all be addressed. Since we had the launching 2 weeks ago, what we've done is to reflect on the positive feedback that we have had, plus also the negative ones, and so we can try and address them. Also, we have had quite a number of potential clients. I'm glad to say that half of our first estate has been reserved already.
Wow.
So, the first estate, which is Bena, we have had reservations on half of it. So we've been busy with our marketing team, who's been taking out all the reservations, taking people to the bank, going through all their forms. And as you know, we're giving a big discount on the first 50 buyers. Half of the estates, the estate is about roughly 30. So you can see that half of it has been bought already and reserved. So that's what we've been busy doing. Apart from that, as you can see here, we have been busy, concentrating on our landscape and the infrastructure, not the buildings itself.
Yes.
And this is a huge lesson that people need to learn, because I do I do have a lot of comments coming in, people who are following our channel and learning on how we're doing these things. Yes. It is most important that the infrastructure itself is addressed. Most developers will first go into the buildings, start building the buildings and selling them, especially in the Gambia. But as you can see, you haven't seen any building being built. As you can see, we have started first by erecting or constructing these 2 concrete lanes. Now, this lane that we are standing on now, this is just for bicycles. So nobody should walk on this lane when it's ready. It will be marked, it will be clearly marked, and also it will be painted green. So this will only be for bicycles. Nobody will be walking on these. And then obviously, as you can see, there's a second lane, which is bigger. And this one here is only for pedestrians. Okay. So people can walk on this one, and that's for bicycles. And apart from that, you can see the landscaping. If you come back here, you can see the way we have landscaped this. And then we've got all the sprinklers on. So it's all automated. So this is all designed by our architects. So it is not something that we just come up and start planting all these flowers, as you can see. Yeah. Every flower is detailed out by the architect to say, look, this is the type of flower that should be here. This is the type of grass that should be here. So by the time it's ready, it is all done as planned. Nice. Apart from that, you also have the main entrance. As you come in, there's a boulevard. Now, this boulevard here, it's a 2-lane. It's a 2-lane for entrance and for exit. So you can have 2 cars driving at the same time. If one is even parked, there's another one that can go by the side. That's the entrance, and also the exit, the same thing. And this goes from here to all the way to the end of the estate. That's the main boulevard. So on the main boulevard, you can have 2 cars going in or 2 vehicles going in and 2 going out. So no bicycle on this lane, no pedestrian on this lane too. Okay. They've got their own separate lanes to walk from.
Yes, so regarding the roads and everything, it will be labeled out for people to understand what lane they are supposed to walk on and what bicycle lane is for them.
Yes, I mean there will be signages like what you see on roads. Signages where, every use will be clearly marked and defined. I mean, again, even for the disabled, everywhere that you want to access here, there'll be ramps. There'll be ramps, so we are very sensitive to this. So people who are differently able are also considered, so they can live here comfortably like everybody else.
Now, you did mention that you've been receiving a lot of comments, both negative and positive. And in the Gambia, people are really concerned about drainage and floods because we see how it is here during the rainy season. Now, is TAF City going to work on drainage and fixing their structures in a way that flood wouldn't be an issue?
Yes, indeed. I just want to confirm that we have received quite a lot of comments and we considerate about the comments. Yes. Now, let me tell you that drainage is part of the infrastructure of any development. And we always consider this. But as you can see now, here we have designed the drainage from the main entrance going all the way to the end. First, before we start, what we normally do is to do a survey of the whole area, to look at the landscape, because there's a natural landscape that exists. And this one, because the place is so big, we had to use a drone to do the survey. And the drone was so accurate that every spot, every height was picked up. Normally you would use an instrument which is called a level and a total station. But this time we imported somebody who used the drone to establish the levels everywhere. When that was done, then the levels were sent to our architects and our town planners, who in turn designed in such a way that the drainage will be most efficient. Now, as you walk in from the entrance of the city, what you will see is that you have a culvert, a huge culvert, right running across the entrance. Now then you have a huge drain. You can see how big the drain is. And this drain here will now capture all the water that's coming from this intersection all the way down to the swamp or to the tributary. So drainage is well considered. If it rains here, there's no water that will be stagnant here. Not only that, whilst the town planners and the engineers were designing this, what you do in drainage when you plan cities like this, it is based on the 100-year flood line. That is international. So they will calculate to say, in the next 100 years, if there is a flood, it will not pass this line, this mark. Now, and then you set your buildings above that. I am pleased to say that the setting, the level of our buildings here is 1 meter above the 100-year flood line. So there will not be any flood. Obviously, 100 years, I wonder where you will be. I know I will still be around. But yeah, so that's one thing that we do. Everything we do at the TAF City in terms of designs is done to international standard. And we use the best of consultants, designers, be it local or international.
Now this is the first city that Gambia will ever have, and in the sub-region it is the biggest city to be expected. Now what are some of the features that will make this city unique and different from other cities that are in Africa?
Let me first tell you, it's the biggest privately developed, smart and green city in the whole of Africa. Wow. It's not only in West Africa. Okay. There is no private developer single-handedly that's developed more than 300 hectares. Wow. But this time, as a private developer, TAF Africa Global as a private developer is the first to develop a 500-hectare city, smart and green city, and also with 5,000 houses and other amenities. Therefore, we expect to have about 30,000 residents here. Mm-hmm. Now, we have three main objectives while designing this city. Mm-hmm. One is to make housing accessible, affordable, whilst of best of quality. That's one main objective. The second objective is to create employment. That's the second objective. As you know, youth unemployment is a concern to everybody. So we're going to create about 60,000 jobs whilst this city is being constructed, direct jobs. And then we're going to create another 25,000 jobs indirectly. The third main objective is incorporating the agricultural value chain into this project, meaning that because we consider that the Gambian economy is agricultural based, we need to incorporate the whole agricultural value chain into this project. Not only that, we have also created a market here. If you have 30,000 residents, one should definitely consider that you should feed them, because it's a market. And not only the residents here, but people living around here and also in the Gambia. And that is why we're going to have here intensive horticulture, aquaculture, hydroponics, animal husbandry, poultry. Again, that will create permanent employment. So these are the three main objectives. One, providing affordable, accessible, quality homes. Two, creating employment. And the third is incorporating the agricultural value chain within the city.
As we can see, you've been creating job opportunities for young people in this country, directly and indirectly, especially with this project. And we have a lot of women also who are working with you. Can you tell us some of the jobs that they do, especially for women? Some might think this is hard labor.
Mariam, let me tell you, I am so pleased, I am so impressed with the women who are here. I think I've told the story in some episodes already. But currently, we have 40% of our workforce made up of women. These women that you see here, and they work like men. I mean, I am so impressed. You see all the gardening that's being done here, all the cleaning, even some shoveling, working, picking up some unskilled work, which is normally identified with men. It's being done by these ladies here. I am so impressed. I mean, and we will employ more and more and more and more. I mean, I'm going to work now actually on training most of them, because I think their attitude is right. I am impressed, as I said. So we're going to work on training them to have skills. There's no reason why these women cannot be electricians or masons, carpenters, plumbers. So that's the next thing that we're going to work on, because their attitude is just phenomenal. And you can see 40% of our current workforce is made of these women who are from the locality, from Gunjur, Sifo, and the nearby villages.
Amazing. Thank you so much for this opportunity, empowering women in all sectors. This is brilliant. We've come to the end of this interview, but we will not leave without you giving a piece of advice to the young people and the women and everyone in general as we are heading towards elections, making sure it's a peaceful one and people maintain discipline towards going out there to make their choice. What advice would you give to everyone who's watching you right now?
On employment first, I would like to advise the young one. As always, as you know, I am a youth man, so I see myself as a youth. That is why I come to work here at 7 o'clock. I don't leave before 6 o'clock. Under the sun. Yesterday it was 37 degrees Celsius.
Guys, it's so hot.
Yes, but I enjoy it, and again, as I said, dignity in labor. So my advice to the young ones, please don't look down on any work here. There's a lot of work to be done. You should come out and work, because there's dignity in labor. We want to save our young men who are dying trying to cross the Mediterranean heading to Europe. There's work to do here. I have never been to Europe to greener pastures. Everything I know and I do was made here. I am a made in the Gambia product. And I will leave to you to judge if I have been successful or not. So I want to encourage my fellow youth that please, you can make it here. That's the first advice. The second advice actually is about safety, road safety. I see quite often whilst the campaign is going on that quite a lot of young people are going on top of these minivans, what we call the gele-gele, without safety, and we don't want to lose them. So I want to advise the authorities, meaning the police who control the traffic, that please let us do something about this and avoid accidents, road accidents. We see them with some very careless drivers. These are our nephews, our nieces, our sons, our grandsons. So I would want to advise that let us not be careless. We need to get, road safety being enforced. The other thing is violence. Obviously, anytime elections come out in Africa, we all are wary about violence during and after the elections. I want to appeal to every Gambian, being the candidates that are running for the presidency, or those who are following them immediately, or just the ordinary Gambians, that let us embrace peace and unity. That there can only be one person who will win on the 5th of December. If it is done, please let us all embrace the winner, and then we move on. Because once the elections once the results are announced, then life needs to go on. So it is my appeal to everybody, every Gambian, that let us embrace peace. Let us embrace peace. We are all one. So on a closing remark with my slogan, Gambia dafa dem, Diakuya.
Diakuya.
Thank you.
TAF, thank you so much, Mr. Njie, and thank you to all our viewers. Please, if you haven't subscribed yet, go subscribe on our YouTube channel. And if you need any information regarding the TAF City, regarding the prices, and any inquiry that you want to make, do contact the numbers on the screen or visit the TAF Africa Global Office at the Madiba Mall. Thank you, and until we come your way next.
TAF Africa Global presents the first eco smart city in the Gambia, the TAF City, located between Gunjur and Sifo. It is 30 minutes away from the Banjul International Airport. At TAF City, you will be able to live, work, play, and shop in a healthy multi-purpose community. This vibrant urban environment will meet your everyday needs with commercial, business, recreational, and other complementary services to increase the value of your home. With up to 5,000 units of affordable homes on a 500-hectare land, TAF City will be twice the size of Banjul. Prime location, stunning properties, and amazing discount of 20% for the first 50 buyers. Make an appointment today to secure your property. For more information, please call +220-776233 or +220-376-2333, or you can send an email to info@tafafricaglobal.com. Better still, visit our office at Madiba Mall, Bruford Gardens Estate. TAF City, a green and smart city accessible to all.
Mm-hmm.